So I'm a little baby who just absolutely loves consuming anything put in front of me. Insert me publicly admitting I've watched 400 hours of content in 3 months. Yeah, you get it. 2024 has had some overwhelmingly bad YouTube content, some of which I've chronicled on this channel. But I figured for last video of the year, let's get positive and let's talk about the videos that I think are really just great. Listen, you read the title of the video and you're at least 9, so let's just get into it. But of course, before we get into it, I'm just gonna say that I saw Jack's Films do this for 2022 and was inspired to do it for this year. I was inspired by him, although I guess you really can't attribute a best of a year video to Jack's Films, but whatever. Honestly, I've fallen off the Pyrocynical wagon recently. I wonder why. I used to be Pyrocynical's #1 fan when I was 14. I watched all the videos, I referenced them all the time. He made me realize that Dark Souls was actually pretty badass. But recently he's been making these shitty slop drama videos on his second channel that just deter me from wanting to watch anything that he makes.
So that was a fucking lie.
But I can put my pride aside for a moment and just say that this video is pretty damn good. Now Pyro went and switched the title on me. I mean, good for him that he figured it out. But now this section doesn't really make sense because it relies on the title being this. I could rewrite it, but I don't want to. From the title, I expected the video to be like, actually, new YouTube is completely fine and it's pretty much the same as it always has been. I know I basically run a mill of content that takes a larger slice of the attention pie compared to higher effort content, but like, Jinx was pretty cringe, so I don't know. But he makes equal cases for both old and new YouTube. It kind of reminds me of that older YouTube documentary he made in like 2017. He basically talks about the history of brain rot on YouTube, YTPs, MLG, fucking Fortnite, and there's also this game review, but I don't care. It's entertaining, and he references Drew and Danny a lot, which makes me realize that I'm a lot like Pyro. Except I guess I don't have a fat fart fetish. I mean, good video. The game discussion was pretty bland, but you redeemed yourself at least 50%, Pyro. Now, for the love of God, stop doing drama content! Holy shit! Best friends today didn't even know each other before they started making content, so how could they be best friends? Thumbs down. Best Friends Today is a pretty niche group run by Rooster Teeth, which has since stopped making content. Honestly, I'm probably gonna make my own video about them, so let's just stick to the A to Z food challenge of it all.
I'm hearing something and it's not your ass.
I don't know why I love this video as much as I do, but it's just so stupid. The conceit of the challenge is that they eat all the foods ranging from A to Z. Foods such as banana, glonkies, Zam! A cheeseburger? I mean, their most popular clip comes from this video. 18 million views, holy shit! I don't know, man. Go watch the video. Actually, go watch all of their videos. It's not even that big of a commitment because they don't make videos anymore. I feel like I've been rambling a lot of these sections, so I'm just gonna be concise here. Hopefully by now it's no secret that I'm a big fan of YouTube poops, but not the old YouTube poops that just say Gay Luigi for 7 minutes. No, we want that modern YTP. And I think the current king of modern YTPs is Very Tall Bart. He's not particularly popular, but the volume of relatively high quality YTPs he produces is pretty admirable. And the variety. He doesn't just make Dennis Prager and Jordan Peterson YTPs. He makes Simpsons, Family Guy, New Norm, many YTPs. And the subject of this video is a Breaking Bad YTP rot. Given the fact that it's near impossible to describe what makes a YTP funny, I'm just going to read the description that Bart left in the comments. One morning, Walter White discovers rot in his floorboards. After careful consideration, he decides to freak the fuck out and call everyone he knows. He speeds to Jesse's house and totals his car. But it's fine. Walt breaks down the door and finds Jesse chilling out with Jane's corpse. Walt apologizes for intruding and leaves. Back home, Walt stares emptily at his pool when he hears the "What's Up Danger" alarm go off. He and Jesse decide to wait it out at laser tag. Suddenly, Walt realizes that they must murder the rot. Walt runs over 2 drug dealers speeding home. Jesse finds the rot's address and Walt runs over 2 more drug dealers. He botches the hit and gets himself caught by Mike's men. Walt orders Jesse to kill the rot, but Jesse gets distracted and goes go-karting instead. Mike gets ready to execute Walt when Walt says don't. Mike lets it slide and gives Walter a new name, Junebug. Now best friends, Mike takes Junebug to the park to watch him die. Jesse introduces Junebug to a child named Brock, but Junebug thinks he's the rot, so he poisons him. Jesse comforts Brock's mother at the hospital by telling her about Rice and then cools off with some go-karting. Junebug is grief-stricken to find more rot, as he thought poisoning Brock would have fixed it. He seeks comfort in his brother-in-law, but Hank sides with the rot. Jesse visits Saul to tell him about Rice, and then winds down with a little go-karting. Funny how I said I didn't want to ramble for the last entry, and yet I did. Tom Scott is someone I've been aware of on the internet for a really long time, and this is the year that I've really gotten into his content. And while I like his sketches and challenges and try-hards, my favorite videos that he makes are these video essays. Tom Scott is probably the most millennial YouTube content I watch, and the video is just an overall fun video essay about the history of sketch comedy and how traditional sketch comedy is kind of dying out. Tom Scott is just a funny guy, and old man yells at dying industry is a pretty funny video concept. So I'm giving this video the official rating of a thumbs up and a box of Smarties. Oh man, I finally get a reason to talk about Chazington without it being some sort of unrelated ramble. Oh baby. It should be no secret to regular watchers that I love this man and my content is very much inspired by him. And this Undertale video might be the best example of how good and funny this guy is. I admittedly was an Undertale kid. Now I didn't play Undertale, but I did watch all the Let's Plays and know all the secrets and theorize about Gaster and had the Sans Christmas Party comic dub saved in my playlist. Fuck! So I will say this video was a bit painful for me to watch and remember all the comic dubs and Stronger Than You covers, but that definitely didn't distract me from how fucking funny Chazington is in this video. Basically the video is a guy talking about many aspects of the Undertale community, not all the aspects, are you fucking kidding me? But the twist is, the guy is fucking insane. Man, I wish I was as smart as this guy was. What brilliant mind does it take to come up with Toriel milk and Santa Claus, and this is like finding out Santa Claus
fucked the Christmas turkey.
Man, Chaz, I'll always love you. Guys, go check out this video, it's great, and if I like it, it must be good.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Always Friday TV kind of vexes me. Are they a beer? Are they just these 5 guys? Why is one of their most popular accounts a Hustler Inspiration parody? But one thing is for sure, they are damn good at making sketches. And this here, I can confidently say that this is the best sketch I have watched all year. Because if we go back to the book of Tom Scott, he says,
longer than 10 minutes and you're looking at a short film. Shorter than a minute and you're looking at a skit.
So most of my contenders are skits, not sketches. The thing about this sketch is that it's not really that funny. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. It's really fucking funny. But it's funny in the same way that Papyrus from SNL is funny. The humor comes from the environment the situation is in. Why is Ryan Reynolds freaking the fuck out about a font, and why am I getting peak fiction in this sort of mocky video about Netflix? And the editing, the VFX, it's all just incredible. I can't really add much more without spoiling it. Go watch it, seriously.
Number 4.
Drew has had a great 2024, which is good because his 2023 wasn't amazing. Talking about cat toys, 3D printing your friends, these stupid fucking shoes. I don't care about any of that.
Oh, shit.
But this year, Drew's been making one of 2 types of videos each month, except for when he doesn't. The first is like a deep analysis into media or some sort of aspect of modern society. And the second is like, I watched a silly movie with my wife! And he's pretty much been uploading in a 1-2-1-2 pattern. And that gives us this. One thing I find really impressive is Drew is able to talk about this honestly quite polarizing topic. Like, I hesitated putting this into video because I know people who gamble, and chances are if you're over the age of like 16, you do too. He's able to give it the reverence and nuance it needs, but it still has that Drew tone of like, look at these funny product placements in Brat TV. It's very Gooden-esque, despite being serious. And I like that.
1, 2, 3.
You know who else had a good year? Or I guess a good couple of years, because man, Eddie, I remember when you had 600K. What do y'all know about the children of Burbank? That's right, nothing.
I'm better than you.
I mean, I am a little annoyed at Eddie, as I've always been, because he never fucking uploads. Like this year, I uploaded more videos since June, even when you combine his second channel. And you never want me uploading more than you. But I think I know why he barely uploads. It's because his videos are damn good. My unique commentary is that it's kind of like an episode of Black Mirror. Like, it's kind of giving me Black Mirror vibes. Anyone else think that? Like, it's like the show Black Mirror? Now, from the title of the video, you might think it's just a 43-minute long video about this piece of plastic that took the world by storm for a month. But how can you make a 43-minute long video about a VR headset entertaining? Here's how. you don't. This video isn't so much about the Apple Vision Pro and is more about technology in the world that disconnects us more and more each day. Great video, Eddie. I can't wait for your free videos next year.
Number 2.
Shout out to my brother for introducing me to Boy Boy. Hey, can we give this man a shout out? Boy Boy is a channel about Alexei and Shmulevsky talking about things like... Yeah, so I can't really talk about these guys much without pouring a metric ton of toothpaste out of the proverbial tube. So let's just stick to the video and tread lightly. It's great. The title is self-explanatory, but the execution is what makes the video just beautiful. It's funny, it's informative, it's intense. One of their plans to get into the base is by kicking a ball over the property line and asking if they can get it back. And then they do it. Put the politics of that aside and just see how fucking funny that is. I mean, that's all I can really talk about. Watch it. And before we get to number 1, we have a few honorable mentions, aka the videos that I wrote down initially, not knowing that I wrote way more than 10 videos down.
I say
Jesus, there's so many. Almost Friday TV, peaked in high school. Just another great sketch from Almost Friday. Best Friends Today, the hinge date that ruined my life. This should probably be my favorite Best Friends Today video because it is almost objectively better, but hey. It's the food challenge. Also BFTV Dev Lemons. In fact, if you want to watch Best Friends Today, watch these 5 videos. Rude Jack Art, The Brothers Mario 2. Funny little animation with Mario and Luigi looking Italian as shit. It's a stone, Luigi! Wizards with Guns. Alpha male host has a massive meltdown. Maybe I don't need to talk about all of these honorable mentions. Scrum. Pokemon Go.
Wrong. New honorable mention is Vague Play a Game Animator Collab.
Love Scrum. Lover. Shout out Scrum. Chazington. SML copycats and content farms. Another great Chazington video. You know, I remember when I was like 11, I saw an SML video and I thought it was so funny. And then I showed it to my brother and he was like, what the hell is this? This isn't funny. And I was so ashamed I never watched an SML video again. And maybe that's a good thing. Eddie Burback. AI is here. Now what? Schlatt & Co. Hora hora. Danny Gonzalez, tech products that should not exist, and Curtis Connor, the faceless YouTube epidemic. Look, I know you two didn't make it to the actual list, but Curtis, you should honestly be happy you're here in the first place. You got damn close to not making it. Nepesta, 10 players play Future Funk. Shane McGillicuddy, Air Up quite literally sucks. Nothing But Lag, Tiny Bald Man. Boy Boy, the environmental disaster no one knows about. Man Carrying Thing, 3 Steps Ahead. Now, the inclusion of this in the honorable mention isn't so much to say that this skit is amazing, although I do agree with the video. It is a bit silly that Nikocado was like, actually, I pretended to be fat, and everyone else was like, yo! But just, I love Man Carrying Thing. He's made most of the skits I've watched this year. Trapper Dapper, beating Minecraft without acacia wood. Not so much that this video is a great watch, but it really is a crazy achievement. I mean, to beat Minecraft without acacia, this isn't really one of my best watch, but I can certainly say that this is the best gaming achievement this year, so I just wanted to include it. Okay, listen, before you get mad at me, check the title of the video, why don't you? Yeah, best watched. And I didn't watch this video till like February. I don't know why, it was the talk of the town when it came out, but because I technically watched it in 2024, I'm allowed to include it on this list. How about you read the fine print next time? Oh, also the fine print dictates that I get your firstborn and 40% of your income. Sorry, better luck next time. I just want to talk about this video because it's just so good. Whenever I hear someone say YouTube videos are art, the first thing I do is cringe because I know I have said that and thought that even at some points this year. And even if YouTube videos are art, my videos are certainly not it. But the next thing I think of is this video. This video is amazing. It might be my favorite video of all time. I don't know. I gotta check. Everything from the structure to the editing to the humor to the research, it's just so good! I think H-Bomber Guy is just so impressive because the internet doesn't really care about BreadTube. Like, ContraPoint made a video about Twilight and like no one really cared. I mean, I liked it. But for the past 2 years, every time H-Bomber Guy has made a video, it has just taken the entire internet by storm. What an incredible power to wield. I'm not gonna ask you to watch the video because Jesus, but if you do want to watch it, do it! Do it now! Wait, what's that? Hello? The police are here? Because I put a video from 2023 in my best of 2024. Did you tell them about the fine print? You can't just say they don't care. Ugh. Okay, guys, so list change. H-Bomber guy, get the fuck out of here. And Boy, you're our new number 1. Yay! And, Nepesta, you're our new number 10. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. I don't really have much to say about this video specifically in this end card, except for 2 things. The first is I will learn how to light this green screen properly. These shadows, they will go away eventually. And the second thing, you might have noticed I used some popular top 10 transitions in between my numbers. Now I was doing that as sort of like a parody of top 10 things, as a sort of jokey thing. It's like, look at these popular top 10 transitions that I'm doing. But as I put it into my video, it felt less jokey and more steely. So I also linked those people in the description for my conscience. But I mean, this video turned out pretty good. So I don't really have much to talk about. What I do want to talk about is 2024. This year has been the best year for me on YouTube under all aspects. I've made the best videos, I've gotten the most growth. It has simply been the best year. When you compare what I was making in the beginning of the year, Season 2, Better Call Saul retrospective, that was overly long, it had like no jokes, it tried to be analytical but failed. Compare that to my Sunday video, which I think is not only a good video by the standards of my channel, but it is just a good video. Like, I think the Sunday video is as good as a good Chazington video. I know I talk about him all the time, listen, but we make very similar content. But with this new growth, I've also gotten some hate comments, and I've learned how to deal with them. I know not to take them all too seriously when someone's like, did you ever consider that Sunday actually makes children's content? No, I didn't. Wow, what a brilliant new perspective. But I've gotten a few comments that have been like, why don't you just spend some time on making your content better? And I'll admit, my content isn't amazing. It's not great. I am not a stellar creator. But in 2023, as I was making the unmitigated disaster that was my Season 2 Better Call Saul recap, I had this theory that the best way to get better at making videos is by making them. You can learn all the bells and whistles with Fusion, which, to be fair, I didn't. But the way you're going to improve at making videos is by making them. And I think when you compare, not even my Season 2 video, when I started monthly uploads, the Undertime Slopper, the Slip and Jimmy video, those videos are nice, but they're also derivative and worse, in my opinion, compared to my modern uploads. However, I stay at the level of very niche content creator, or I gain enough growth to make a living out of this, my goal will always be to improve the quality of my content. And I have been doing that, and I hope to come back December 31st, 2025 with another best of video, with my 2025 catalog being better than my 2024 catalog, and also having made a video that is better than the Sunday video. As much as I care about numbers, what I care more is that my quality is improving, and I think it has been. So, I got some great videos planned for 2025. There's probably gonna be 15, I don't know, that's a conservative estimate. I'm trying to be safe here. I feel I can guarantee you 15 new videos in 2025, maybe more. Thank you to everyone who has decided to subscribe to me this year. It's been a crazy year. It has. And yeah, I guess, like all of my other videos, I'm going to say, go watch my Sunday video. It's a great video and I want it to get more views.